Here we go. We got another batch of, well, let's call this Kathy's favorite banana nut bread. And these babies are really ripe. These ones are almost clear. So this is only a double recipe. I got a new bowl. And we're going to use the blender this time to see if we can whip it up better. And we're not going to leave the peelings in here. Only Kristen does that. Kristen put, and some customers prefer that, they leave a part of the peeling in her cocoa banana shake when she used to work at Arctic Circle. But that was a long time ago. But that was my favorite place to go for a good hamburger. And talked to Anthony today. He might come out and help me. We might go fishing or something. But I hauled, you've seen the photographs on Facebook, I've hauled over 18 yards of manure, horse manure from Karen's stables out to the church. So we should have some good roses next year. And I'd like to plant some more hydrangeas. Maybe. Out there, planted a bunch of daffodil bulbs. I planted them in circles instead of rows. So we see how that turns out next year. I just got done planting the last batch, I think, for this season. But we'll see how they turn out. Hope people enjoyed all the boxes and boxes of daffodil I gave away. And, Eileen's son's supposed to be planting hers, and Eileen's getting knee surgery. I hope they get those in the ground. Sure nice planting stuff after the ground gets rained on for a little while. Okay. Now, short couple rotten bananas. So we're going to put a couple nice ripe ones in here. Yeah, it's starting to get cold at night. It's really bothering my feet. But I think I'll be fine. So we're doubling the recipe. That's instead of 4 bananas. And instead of, I'm using butter this time instead of the shortening. So instead of 1 cup butter, you got 2 cups. So it's a whole box of butter. So you got 8 bananas. And we got 8 bananas, or 8 eggs. And not too many shells. I think we're did with one batch, a couple batches ago. I only put 4 eggs in there, and it is a little bit crumbly, but okay, let's blend this up. That looks pretty good. So, we got brown sugar. 4 cups. So we doubled the recipe on that. That's the flour. I'm going to use baking soda instead of baking powder. And it so 2, 3. I think it turned out fine, but I think whipping it up with the blender puts more air into it, and the loaves will probably rise more. That looks pretty good. Here's the walnuts. I think I can put like a third more in here. And I chopped them up. Well, I didn't chop them up. I kind of left them in the pot package and kind of pinched them, squished them a little bit. And this part I don't use the blender, and of course you don't want to chop your walnuts up, really. I don't know what the difference. I never made my banana nut bread with regular sugar. I always use brown sugar. I use the shortening too. With this butter I bought today, there's some kind of salted butter. Got it at the grocery depot. It does look a little bit fluffier than I. Okay, that's that part. Okay, set that aside. Let's put this in the sink. Fall on the floor. This blender I picked up at down there at the thrift store. So what are we doing next? So I doubled the recipe on this. So it turns out 11 loaves. And these are not the tiny ones. I don't. These are kind of a medium-sized ones. And it sure makes a mess if you don't grease them really good. You get them all crumbly and everything. It sure makes a mess. You get them all sticky, crumbly. It's like making waffles. It just goes so much better if you don't have it sticking to the pan so bad. I have assembly line going here for as little as I'm doing right now. Have you tried my kimchi recipe yet? I don't know how hard it's to find my recipe. Have you tried my kimchi yet? This last batch I did, I put like double the amount of jalapenos in it. I don't do the chili pepper or the squid in it. I haven't tried that yet. But this is a banana nut bread recipe I've been using for a while. It stays pretty moist. When I wrap it, I'll wrap it up next morning when it's cooled off. Just aluminum foil and freeze it. It doesn't take too long to share enough. Let's try for, I don't know how much shallower we have to, need to put it in here, but I'm going to try for 12 loaves. I was looking at a kind of an ice cream scoop to measure out exactly how much. It's like $25. Everything's so expensive. But I think this is fluffed up really nice. And what's tomorrow? Might wash the church tomorrow. I gotta work on the weed eating some more tomorrow. But keep your small engines running right. You gotta go down and buy that non-ethanol gas. Because I've just been having so much trouble with your small engines. Carbing or getting all varnished up because of stupid alcohol they're adding to the damn gas. So I'm going to put these a little bit shallower. The next recipe I'm working on right now is my tamales. That's probably the next one I'm going to do this weekend, right? Maybe is a kind of a gumbo. You'll see. I'm going to mix my shrimp with some pork and make some gumbo and my. A video of that? No, I didn't. Instead of the corn husks, I'm using parchment paper. And these tamales are big as your hand. Nice, full of meat. And this one I did a week ago or so were pretty good. I think I had too much water and they turned out a little doughy, but I cheated. So, but I just think I had it too close to the water. I just had too much water in the kettle. But yeah, I made chicken tamales. They were a little bit warm, a little spicy. Not the terrifying hotness that some people like, but they're a little bit warm. A little spicy. I don't know how to describe them, but you didn't really have to drink a glass of milk after them. Really, you didn't have to. But they're pretty good. They were pretty good. I can't read the packaging, which kind of chili peppers I'm getting. But they're a little cooked. They weren't bad, but boy, the unwrapping them. Oh, I couldn't wear my gloves. That was warm. Not wearing your gloves. Taking the seeds out and everything. That's pretty. That was the warm part. Once they were cooked, they weren't that warm. And but yeah, I want to probably to got some pork chops and I'm gonna shrimp and pork. Yeah. I'm still going to do the parchment paper. I know I might try maybe olive oil with the tamale, but I use the blender to whip it up. I think that'll work out fine. I think I got some fresh baking powder, and I think I got an old can or something like that. Maybe I got a fresh can of baking powder. Just like I use baking powder in this, and it takes baking soda. Probably look at some different hacks on the tamales, maybe. I cannot I cannot knead it like those girls do on those videos for 15-20 minutes. They look good when they make them. But I got 4, 8. Okay, one more there. I made 12. I put a video up of rearranging the garden in the back behind the church, moving around the cannas and stuff to the back, and then I'll move all the dahlias to the front of it. But that's where those pictures of the truck was when I was dumping the manure. It's in front of that part of the garden in the back. Just got a couple more yards. I'm just going to put a little bit more manure around the raspberries. I'm going to seed the top of the compost pile. I flipped it over yesterday. And I'm going to seed it, and grass is going to grow on top of it. That's 12. These ones are kind of skimpy, but these ones you gotta keep an eye on. just filled them like a third full, less than half, some of them. I made 12. And I'm going to bake them, and I'll show you how to wrap them in the morning when they're all cooled off. Well, it looks like they turned out pretty good last night. Let them cool overnight. So we're going to wrap them up and put them in the freezer. I hope that new weed eater keeps running. I'm running good gas in it. The other one conked out. So that's what I'm going to do today. Keep some. That really nothing. I'll go over and do some pressure washing over in Marion. I keep counting, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Phil messaged we'll go over and get some manure from Karen next week after they're done with, Brian's done with their harvest of the filberts. Yeah, they're getting only like 50 cents a pound at market. And then it costs like $1.60 to grow them. That's kind of upside down. Yeah, that's what I do. Kind of real quick and should pop right out, right? Should pop right out. I put my flour on there. Did like the Karen videos of horses. That's the beautiful area that they're going up in there in the woods. Only could get away with hiking probably about 2 miles and I'm done. I can walk up to the school and back and up to the cemetery and back. That's about my limit. Chris likes going on his adventures. Tasha liked going over there to the school and sniffing around the woods and stuff over there. All the critters over there. I liked it when Maya saw that little trail heading in there to that tree. She's a little tracker. A big tracker now. Well, it's not raining today, so I think I'll go out and weed eat a little bit. A little bit of flour there, that's perfect. Sounds like they're running the trucks again. Finishing up the nuts. And they come down off the hill there from the dairy, and there's a culvert there, that little bump there. Bang, you hear them bang every time they go over it. Almost every time, especially when their tailgate's flopping around there. I don't think they're going to harvest behind me here. I might go back there and see if I can do some gleaning. Looks like that cooked in there a little bit. That chunk of sugar I couldn't get wrangled up. Stretches today. Yes, it goes. Don't forget my shrimp. I got the slow cooker there. Put together my stuffing for my tamales. Should Google those peppers and see what stoutness they are, but they all vary. And should I save the seeds and trying to grow those chili peppers, or they kind of lose their potency, or just buy the seeds? I'd like to find a space to grow a garden next year, since doing pretty good. A little brown. I don't know if you want to overcook them or undercook them. The idea of leaving them doughy in the middle. I know Kristen, she liked her mom's, and they spread a little bit of butter on them if they're to put some moisture back in them. Little chunks of sugar there. That's okay. I might go back there and break up a couple buckets of filberts. Go check with Skip and see if it's all right. If I want to reuse these again and again, I might pop them out one more time, maybe. Maybe do a batch of banana nut breads with filberts, maybe. I did the almonds, but the shredded almonds, but I don't have very much of that right now. I got some packages of almonds from the pantry. Might zap those a little bit with the food processor. See how they turn out. That's the only one that turned out funky. It's hard to get them all the same level. the one I'm going to eat. I'm going to give that one away. Whoa, that one's so funky. I'm all out of flour too. So I get some more flour. Got plenty of nuts. I got some sugar. We need to get some flour. That's it. I'm going to put them in the freezer and I'm done. This is Kathy's favorite banana bread. That'll be the time.